Okay. Where is it? Alright, we should be live. Just trying to get if I can get some audio up, that would be nice. Alright. Alright, you guys able to hear anything? Oh, actually, you know what? It's probably... No, it's not that.
High up for the Brisbane Lions. Moore gets it to half forward. Myercheck in amongst a couple of Hawks. Adams to Goey. Lipinski back to Goey. Lovely build up.
Oh, there we go. I think Goey's got the first.
Started in the centre square, Geordie, for the first bounce. So again,
oh no, he's missed.
Great discussions
Okay, so here we go. Yeah, that's the microphones. We need that.
Work it off half back. See Carl Amon getting his first possession as a Hawk, but he's got to be ready to defend here. Nick Dacos feeds it inside. Bobby Hill knew exactly where Adams was running, and that's the type of finish she was after. First goal for the Pies.
Alright, so we should be okay now.
Few minutes of football. Obviously, the ball's been in Collingwood's forward half. I think one of the things for Hawthorn coming into the season would be that they want to be harder to score against their attack.
Okay. Hopefully you guys are able to hear that.
Was scored against far too easily, and we know now with
Alright, and then
system, they like to move it forward and move it quickly. So a great
okay.
test for Hawthorn.
Alright, we should be alright.
Collingwood's picked up where they left off last year.
Gee, all the balance around that actual stoppage and passage of play there, it was out of whack.
Okay.
There's only two Hawthorn players on the defensive side, and half.
Alright, so we're full screen now. Alright, I'll share this out.
Now, not available for selection. You know, give blokes an even break, even those within your own team, Brownie, and when you're trying to establish yourself. For more reports, he's flying, so good start.
Great to see Taylor Adams back fully fit after that heartbreaking serious injury in the qualifying final last year. Again, it's heading Collingwood's way off the boot of Goey. And Chris, look at that.
Just not good enough. Yeah, Jath was trying to read the play. He was actually, he'd been drawn across to Taylor Adams, who's playing forward.
Facebook.
But obviously there was Lipinski on his own, so they need to get a better structure behind the football. I think far too easy out of the centre square again, guys. Yeah. Clearance from Tom Mitchell, and then to go, he found Crisp, who was running forward, and that's what Collingwood midfielders do. They do charge forward out of the centre square.
Alright, so Lipinski's having a shot for goal. And yeah, he's kicked that straight through, so we've got our second goal on the board now.
As far as a recruit goes last year, he was one of the most handy for the Pies. And they are dominating this game in the early stages, doing all the scoring so far.
Just waltzed out of the middle, and that's an area of strength for them. But have a look at, you'll see Jath here, who just peels off his man, as Brownie alluded to try and cover Adams, and that's a decision as a defender you've got to make. You just cover the corridor, and if you have to give up the kick, maybe it has to be a little bit wider. But there's just Collingwood players absolutely everywhere at the moment. So Sam Mitchell will be having a look at this. He wanted to start in the middle, be a bit more competitive with centre bounce, but once it gets forward, they are out everywhere.
Sixth in the best and fairest last year, Pat Lipinski.
Just tap Ruckman, Ned Reeves, got to get his hands on it.
That's a little wide even for the umpire. Newcomb with Connor Nash in the middle for the Hawks, along with Cam McKenzie.
Nash on to Goey at the moment. Just interesting to see how far he runs with him.
Mitchell again, part of the chain. Advantage. Crisp wasn't quite off the boot. Myercheck. Elliott. Nice little push from Sicily.
Getting a bit of a sense of Tom Mitchell's ability to find the footy and link up with Jordan De Goey. De Goey's had 5 touches already.
Oh, come on. There we go. Alright, so we should be all good to go on Twitter, Facebook, all that good stuff. Alright. So yeah, obviously I can't show it. If you guys can hear the game, let me know. But that's basically where we are at the moment. So yeah, so obviously I'll just try and commentate. If you guys have any questions, let me know, and yeah, I'll try and get to them when I can.
Potentially high, but the umpires read that as not requiring a free kick.
Alright, so Cox playing a bit of ruck at the moment.
Ward crunched. Terrific first season.
So we got Mitchell and Crisp around the ball. DeGoey I see as well, so again that's probably maybe a look that we're going to have for round 1. That probably sounds about right too, to be honest. Here we go, come on Frampton. Good sidey. That's a great kick. Come on Cox, what you going to do? And here we go, goes from the 4-line, checkers. Oh, no, doesn't take the mark. Okay, Hawthorn mop up. As they get it out of defense. Okay, alright, so Wingard's about around half back flank. Alright, he's about to run up the wing, kicks it. Oh, here we go. Is it a turnover? No, it just goes out of bounds, but that's a good result for the Pies. Yeah, so ideally, guys, if you can watch the KO footage, and then, or Foxtel, whatever you guys have, and then watch this, that'll probably be ideal, but I don't know if you guys can hear the audio, but that's, if you do, that's probably the best I can do at the moment. In fact, I'll see if I can. Oh no, you can definitely hear it. Damn, I actually might need to turn that down, actually.
Very low to the ground and well balanced.
I'll have to put that at about that. Alright. Alright, so Elliott's now marked it. Probably about maybe 40 and some change out. So hopefully he kicks it. And yeah, if you have turned up to the stream and you're enjoying the content, make sure to like and subscribe as well. I will be doing a lot more Collingwood content in the future. In fact, I've even got a video ready to go for tomorrow, so make sure to watch out for that. As I'll probably do a review. And god damn, what a kick from Elliott. And yeah, so obviously we're going to be having a bit of a you know, obviously we're going to have a bit of fun here, and yeah, make sure to watch out for that video on Friday. I'm going to go into depth about our future and basically what our list will be in 3 years, so make sure to check out that video when it happens, and it comes out hopefully tomorrow, if all things go my way. Alright. But no, that's a great kick from Elliott. Yeah, so scores, so it's 15-29 at the moment to go. And it's 3 goals 1 to Hawthorn 0-0. So 19-0 at the moment, which is a great start for the guys. Okay, here we go. So had a ball up, and now we're just gonna have another one as it didn't go far. Alright, Hawthorn moving forward. Goes to centre half back. Moore tries to take a mark but dropped it. Okay, still ball moving around a bit. Hawthorn have it now. Kick is made, and Wingard marks probably about 30 out straight in front. You would think he'd kick this. So that'll definitely that'll at least be their first score on the board, you would imagine. Yeah, so obviously Wingard just outsmarted us a bit there. And yeah, he's kicked it. So it's Hawks on the board with points, and they've started it with a goal. Yeah, so far scores are 3-1-19 to 1 goal 6. And yeah, so hopefully we can continue the start that we had. A bit of lapse in defense, but I mean, you're gonna have that. So, I mean, we can't be expecting perfection out of the boys. And, I mean, yeah, opposition's going to get a score every now and then. So, but no, so far we've actually been looking pretty good. So, yeah, just got to keep it up.
be a little patient and keep developing the talent.
Well, I might turn this down actually. There we go. It's a bit better. Alright, so Cameron and the ruck. Who we got there? We got Adams, Crisp, and Pendlebury. There we go. Crisp. Oh, who's there? Is that Checkers? Yep. Oh, Elliot. Bo. Yep, and goes out of bounds.
Well, Hutto, just to jump in there, McGuinness is actually coming off the front to the stoppage, so he's playing as a half forward, identifies Dacos on the wing and is sprinting to get to him, which will allow Amon to ultimately be a free behind.
Alright, come on, let's go.
Just shows the respect they have for this man in his second year of football.
Alright, Hawks getting it out of defense. No, quickly swept up by Crisp. Dacos now has it. That's Nick Dacos. Cameron snaps it to about 10 out. And Elliot gets it. Oh, don't think he disposed of that correctly, and that will be Hawthorn's free kick. Yeah, Sicily to take in the back line. Alright, as he goes long to the wing, looks like. Yeah, who's there? Yeah, Hawks clean up. Wingard's got it. Can't see who that is, but oh yeah, More kicks her forward to the top half of the wing and misses the contest and rolls out of bounds.
Played a handful of games with the Bulldogs, delisted, went back to the VFL, and particularly last year showed enough.
Alright, so again scores 1 goal. Yeah, 1 goal straight 6 to Collingwood, 3 goals 1. And yeah, Hawthorn tried to do a handball, but you know he deliberately handballed over the line, but you know obviously there was a lot of pressure, so obviously it was very fair for him to do what he did. Okay. Oh, Collins got the ball back. Adams kicks the ball forward. Now Hawthorn have it. They've gone forward. Again, ball just tumbling everywhere in between the just outside forward 50. Now it's inside forward 50 and ball just rolls out as Howe and God. I'm trying to think of all these players. Hawthorn have got so many new players this year. But yeah, it's in our defensive 50 at the moment, so hopefully we can get a good tap and get out of there. Oh, Wingard's got it. Oh, geez, Wingard nearly kicked the goal of the year there. But ends up kicking it out on the full. Okay, so Pyre's got it in the back line now. Mitchell has it in our back line. He's now kicked it to Noble. Noble then hand passes it to Dacos. Dacos out to the wing to Lipinski. Lipinski now on the wing as he's taking the mark. Now kicks it to Josh Dacos. As they seem to like settle it. They're going pretty slow at the moment. To the point where even Lipinski's been the next line in the chain when he was just the one previous to Dacos. So, looks like they're setting up to kick long into a pack. Let's see what happens. Oh, there you go. Possibly a push in the back. Yep. Yeah, unfortunately for Checkers, yeah, can't be doing that in a marking contest. Alright, Hawks have it. They're running around their back line now. Yep, Sidey has punched it out. Just outside our forward 50. Alright, so we're getting ready for the ball up. Players are structuring up, so I think if you interchange, a few players coming in and off the interchange. Ball inside 450. Elliot has it. He's going to have a shot. Oh, he's a half tackled. That's coming back a bit. No? It looks like there's a free kick. Who's it to? Looks like it's a free kick to McStay. Yeah, McStay had an awesome match last week. And even intra-club, he did extremely well too. So hopefully he can get on the board here. There we go. So there you go. I think that's his first. So yeah, we've actually kicked a few goals this quarter. We've been very fast and furious, which is basically what I've basically called our game plan. It's the Fast and Furious game plan. So yeah, fast and aggressive. That's basically what our game plan is. So yeah, so we'll obviously see that played out a lot this year. Hopefully just trying to gain meters and not worry about, if we're going to make a mistake, because, at the end of the day, mistakes happen. If anything, that's definitely a great life lesson to learn. So yeah, we'll see how that plan goes out this year, and hopefully it's going to result in some success. All right, Cameron's in the ruck, gets a bit of the tap, even gets the ball forward. Nick Dacos looks to run onto a handballs it to, I believe that's Elliot. No, that's Bo, sorry. Yeah, Bo's just willing himself to the football now, gives it to Quainer. Quainer then goes forward. And that is, I was about to say O'Meara, but that's definitely not O'Meara. Yeah, that's definitely, and yeah, bit of a strange kick in the back line, but I think they're going to clean it up here, the Hawks. Yep, Moore has been pretty good sort of seems like he's playing that halfback sweeping role today. And Pendle sends it back in. Contest, punches. Looks like DeGoey's near it. Is he going to tackle? No. Moore can shrug off the tackle. Pendle's... No. Ball's just sort of in and out of players' hands at the moment. Sidey kicks it forward and then straight to the opposition. Yeah, Hawks are definitely holding up because, especially with Collingwood, the pressure that we're putting on is immense. So the fact a young side is holding up the way that they are is obviously a good sign for at least Hawks fans watching. But yeah, Cameron out to the wing now. Now Josh Dacos has it. He's going to kick over the top to Noble. Noble hopefully plays on and does. Kicks it to Elliot, but don't think Elliot was ready for it. So yeah, probably needed a better option there. To the point where it's even out on the full, so Hawks have it back. Yep, they've just moved up the ground a couple meters. Alright, now they go long down the wing. Big pack. Yeah, Hawks have it. Yep, they've now handballed. Going forward. And yeah, that's a good setup, and that looks like, is that Kazitsky? There we go. Yeah, you'd think Kazitsky would kick it here. It's probably about 35 out, I'd imagine. Not much of an angle, but technically a bit of an angle. Definitely nothing to worry him, and you would think that this is going to go straight through the middle. He kicks it from about 45, and yep, dead straight. There you go. Alright, so scores are 2 straight, Hawks at 12, and Pies are 4-1-25. So 4 goals, 1-25.
Seeing that combination throughout the year, because at times there's been some real positive signs when the two of them are together, guys. Probably Kazitsky more the leading forward. I think Mitch Lewis is more the we can take him.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean Hawks are actually putting up a pretty good fight at the moment. I mean the Pies' pressure has been pretty immense. So the fact that they are holding up, it's obviously good signs for Hawks fans listening. Alright, Cox in the ruck now, so Cameron's having a bit of a rest. Okay. So ball goes to the wing. Hawthorn have it as they kick it forward. Quainer intercepts. Quainer kicks it long. Looks like to DeGoey. Bo has it. It's a free kick to Collingwood there. So DeGoey will have the ball. Maybe a tad lucky that may not have been 50 because he basically tried to throw it to the person, was way off the mark. And yeah, DeGoey will go forward. And here we go. Contest, McStay. Hawks clean up. And actually, oh no, Elliot with the smother still has the ball. Okay, now it's going in between Hawks and Collingwood players. And yeah, we'll get a ball up. Alright, umpire's going to see a ball up. Cox with tap. Elliot just gets tackled, and that should be another ball up. Okay, this is apparently breaking just in. John Longmire has agreed to a 2-year contract extension. So yeah, congrats to John Longmire. And yeah, Sydney, you've got him for an extra 2 years. Personally, in my take, I think he's, in terms of coaches that are proven that have been there for multiple years, I think he's probably the best coach in the comp, but that's just me. Alright, in the ruck, Cox, Hawthorn have it, they kick it out. Okay, here we go. Oh, that might be a bit high there. No, play on. Hawks still move it forward. They take a mark on the wing. They keep going. Oh, geez, he took a bit of a bounce there. He's a bit... He was pretty confident in that play. Jesus. Maybe a bit too confident for most people's liking. Was that Lloyd Meek? Jeez. Love the confidence though. Okay, Pies get a free to Cox. Just on the defensive 50 line. I'm assuming he's going to kick long. Alright, there we go. Kicks long to a pack. Oh, balls flying everywhere. Hawthorn have it now. They clean up to the wing. Wingard now has it. Wingard looking for options. Not very keen on moving it too forward. And now I believe this is Newcomb. And now Newcomb will just go long and in hope. Gets into the defensive 50. Oh, is that a potential goal? And yeah, Hawks have gotten a goal out of that. And yeah, Sidey's probably not... Oh no, Sidey's alright, that's good. Yeah, we definitely don't need injuries, that's for sure. Yeah, what's that? What's... Okay, just a normal slip, that's good. Kind of surprised that Sidey didn't put the dive in, to be honest, but I mean, if it's a final series, he's definitely diving, but yeah, no, you don't need to be. I understand why he didn't dive on that, because clearly, yeah, you don't need to be throwing yourself around too much. Alright, here we go. Collingwood free kick out of the middle. DeGoey. Hopefully he's going to kick it long. Yep, kicks it long to forward 50. Big pack. Checkers nearly takes the mark. And Hawthorn clean up, and they're going to kick it out of our forward line. And looks like they might be pretty set up. Bruce gets his kick smothered. And yeah, more sort of mucks that up a bit. Okay, Mitchell to clean up. Just gets the ball forward. Okay, Newcomb goes wide out to the other side of the wing. Yeah, Hawks are actually putting up a pretty good fight here. I'm actually very impressed, to be honest.
Taking the outskirts to Green. Tossed up.
Okay, here we go. They're going to go center.
Bit of interference. Meek's taking the mark anyway.
They've had a great 5 minutes, Hawthorn. So they've worked their way and just been able to stay in the contest and hit the scoreboard for some confidence. And now you're starting to see them use the ball a little bit, spread the ground, make the ground.
Here we go. Lloyd Meek is going to have a set shot on goal. We'll see if he kicks it. So he's had 3 disposals and 4 hitouts. So, I mean, it's only quarter time, but yeah, pretty good start. And now he's added it with a goal. Is my audio levels too high at the moment? Nah, it seems like it's alright.
Understand why he left. It just, you couldn't see that he was going to be able to play much footy at Fremantle. Jared Healy's always been a big fan of his.
Yeah, well, Sean Darcy, obviously the #1 ruckman over there, and Rory Lobb was there as well, even though he's left to go to the Bulldogs.
Look at this fella. He thought he was going to whack it in the bag, Brownie, but
Better plan than that if you're going to steal the ball.
Nearly got in the bag.
Norwegian to do that, Gaz, I wouldn't have thought he did.
Alright, here we go. Let's get back to the center.
There's good response from this young man who he's played 5 AFL games, but his first
Yeah, I mean, Meek was always going to win that contest. I mean, him and Mitchell.
identified Meek v Mitchell.
Yeah, Mitchell wasn't going to win that. So,
It's shown that he can go for
credit to Meek, and yeah,
a huge amount of games at Fremantle in the
got the goal in the end, and now it's a 1-point game. Hawks 4 straight, Collingwood 4-1.
That's the new numbers for Hawks fans.
Hawks back in the forward line with Murphy intercepting. That's a bit late, but yeah, nothing doing there.
Jonathan Brown liked crazy stuff last year.
Murphy's going to kick it out to the right side of the wing,
Out to the wing.
and yeah, Mitchell.
Mitchell. Thought for a moment he was going to handball to his own teammates for a minute.
Yep, Mitchell to Lipinski to, I believe, Cameron to Mitchell. Mitchell takes the mark on the wing. And then he's going to kick long.
It's a half forward. Bit of, oh!
Oh, that's a... Jeez, that was nearly a mark and a half there. So, Crisp out to Dacos. Nick Dacos to Frampton. Frampton then kicks it to Noble. Oh, that could have been 15, but, you know, I've seen shorter. Josh Dacos into the forward line now, and to a contest that just gets punched out of bounds. Yeah, jeez. That definitely would have been a mark and a half if he took that. Alright, throw in. Cameron in the ruck. Hawks clean up again. Yeah, their clean up. Their ability to clean up in defense is actually... I mean, it's probably not something where you go, oh, it's amazing, but it's just... The fact that they're able to do it so much, especially for a young side, is obviously very pleasing and promising. Alright, here we go. Pye's got it back on the wing. Going forward, you got Bo. Bo handballs it to Bobby. Bobby then kicks it straight to Checkers.
You would get 50, but he's already on the line, so there's not much you can do there, umpire. That's a good... If you're going to give away 50, that's the place to do it.
Yeah, you could have given a real good 50 away if you wanted to. I don't think Mitchell will be...
Alright, here we go. Checkers just going to walk in here and kick a goal. There you go.
It was McKenzie, it was Ward, it was Moore. They're just trying to pick off a little bit more, and there was some good defensive pressure from the Pies, so I doubt very much whether they'll be enormously disappointed.
Yeah, good tackle. Yeah, that's great pressure. Amazing pressure. Alright, if you guys have any questions for me in the chat, feel free to put them in, and I'll obviously get to them when ready. If you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe. I will be making future content. There will be a video coming out tomorrow. I'm going to be dissecting the overall list that we currently have, but what it would look like in 3 years. So make sure to check out that content when it comes out tomorrow, because that'll be really cool. Thought it'd be a really cool idea to do. So make sure to check that out tomorrow. Alright, so here we go. Ball up. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Centre bounce. Looks like Collins about to mop it up around defence now. That is definitely deliberate. There's no way you can tell me otherwise. Just kicks it straight to the boundary, and That's definitely deliberate.
We'll see how the season pans out for him, but he certainly looks lively at the moment.
All right. Hawks have it now. Just chipping it around on the wing at the moment. We'll see what Impey does. Again, just chips it sideways. There you go, Cole Amon. Go, let's see. Pack. Yeah, no mark. Ball ends up pushing forward. Yeah, now Impey has it. He's going to have it on 50. Handballs it. And then, yeah, McKenzie gets it to Dylan Moore. Moore trying to plead his case for 50. Obviously not happening. And, yeah, basically walks into the 50 and kicks a goal. Even though no one was on the mark.
So he certainly had a very strong season. He'll obviously keep going from strength to strength.
Yeah, his progression from over the last 2 years. Yeah.
We'll see.
He starts to work his way into the midfield more and more. Impey's coming along well.
Yeah, so obviously Hawthorn 5 goals straight to Collingwood 5 goals 1. So obviously Collingwood have a lead of 1 point at the moment.
Injuries, it can take a season, can't it really?
We always talk about kicking inside 50. It's such a focus and it's so important. Some blokes just
Mitch Lewis is a part of the leadership group. Okay. Because he's only been playing for a couple of years, hasn't he? Same as Moore as well. So, yeah, so Hawks have got some pretty good leaders coming through. That's good. Alright, ball up. Cameron with the grab and just kicks it forward. Now we're forward 50. Hawthorn clean up again. Seem to get out of defence. Oh, Pendles looks to... No, looks like it's going to be Quainer. Quainer handballs at Hill. Hill's going to kick it into the forward 50. Let's see what happens. Here's the checkers. No, McStay. McStay takes the mark and will line up for his second.
He's a strong contested marker. He's a great athlete. Got a very good vertical leap. Blake's done a pretty good job on him.
Yeah, you'd think... Oh, actually, I'm not going to say because I don't want to jinx the guy.
He's set shot goal kicking, which was a struggle for him early in his career. But big expectations on McStay coming over, Gaz, to Collingwood to partner up with Brody Myercheck.
There we go, and he's kicked it. That's his second.
It's been a high-scoring opening term, as you can see by the score.
I certainly think it was a challenge for him in the back half of last year, Gaz, when I think clearly we all knew that.
Yeah, obviously with McStay, was on him pretty early. Just cannot believe that he's actually playing for us. Even though I had plenty of people tell me in the off season, like, why am I excited for McStay? And I mean, obviously he didn't have much. You know, obviously that was a pretty easy mark to take, and you know, for a contested mark, that's about as uncontested as you can get. But yeah. No, I reckon he'll be having a great season with this, and wouldn't be surprised if he kicks over 50 this year. Especially probably being our main forward, I reckon, too. We'll definitely be using him a fair bit, I reckon. Pendlebury gets the ball now out to the wing. Now Josh Dacos takes a bit of a run. Kicks it inside forward 50. Who's at 2 to a pack. And, oh, there's balls bouncing everywhere. Chaos ball at the moment. Lipinski tackles. Ball then gets loose. Elliott has it, gets tackled. And then will be a ball up. Scored to 5 straight to 6-1. So, alright, throw up, and Hawthorn seem to have it again, sweeping again. Oh Jesus, that's oh, that is actually a bit stiff there, because that was not a. You can definitely tell that I mean, mind you, he was just trying to gain territory, so, I mean, the accuracy was never going to be there. Here we go. All right, that's a great start. I mean, 6 goals in the first quarter. You can really, I mean, if you can never do that, that's never a bad thing. So yeah, I mean, Hawks also came in with a better fight too. So yeah, to kick 6 goals with that effort, yeah, it's pretty impressive. So yeah, 7 points at quarter time. So yeah, if you guys have any questions for me in the chat, feel free to put them in. If you haven't already, make sure to like the stream, and if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe as well. We'll be making a lot more content on this channel in the future, as I will be having a video come out. Yeah, as I will be having a video that'll come out tomorrow. That'll dissect what our list will look like in 3 years. So make sure to stay tuned for that, because I reckon that'd be really awesome content, and we'll see what our team will look like. Obviously without recruits and all that stuff, and draftees and all that stuff, because it's just going to be too hard to know all that stuff. But if you take our list, what it currently is, and then take it into 3 years, what would the list look like? I think it'd be a really entertaining and interesting video for you guys to watch. So make sure to stay tuned for that. Do you think we will go with the 3 tools during the season? We'll probably, in terms of the forward line. I mean, you kind of have to, don't you? Especially with McStay. Potentially doing a bit of ruck work. Kruger's gonna probably come back at some point if we get to the point where we're in the bye rounds and he's had a good solid month or so in the VFL. Yeah, it's. I mean, at the end of the day, the best thing about our list is that we have options. If we want to go in with 2 genuine rucks, we can. If we want to go in with 1 ruck, but then say 2 or 3 part-time rucks, which is what we can do with Kruger, McStay, Frampton, guys like that. They can part-time ruck. I mean, yeah, I reckon it's definitely an option we can do. But yeah, so far in the practice match, we've gone Cameron and Cox. So we've gone with 2 flat-out ruckmen. So that must be a sign. To his credit too, with Cox has had a really good preseason. Even in the games, like he's done extremely well. I mean, you could arguably say in the intra club that was 2 weeks ago now, he was easily best on. So you don't want to be keeping a guy out of your side if he's in that good of a form. So yeah, at the end of the day, it's options, and it's something I'm sure the club's going to look at. So but yeah, I reckon this year we're definitely going to play Cox as a ruckman. So if we need a ruckman that can go forward, that's how we'll probably play him. In fact, maybe even if you just take out the forward part, he'll just play as if he's a ruckman, I think. And then if he's gonna be on the field but not in the ruck, obviously he'll probably be forward. But yeah. So yeah, so obviously when it comes to just getting the forward line set up with the 3 tools, whether we have 1 ruckman in that or not, I guess it'll just come down to setups. And I mean, Geelong's gonna have Stanley and Blitzarves as their 2 rucks. So is Cameron able to handle those 2 rucks on his own, and then have Frampton and McStay sort of rucking in the forward and defensive 50s? Time will tell, but yeah, it's going to be interesting, because that's probably the difference of maybe someone like a Reef playing. And I think Reef's practice match last week was really good, and he even showed a bit in the intra club. Definitely last week his best game was easily last week, but again showed a lot in the intra club. And at the end of the day, you've got so many guys that are so ready to go, and could easily be picked, and that'll hold their own. Like, that's definitely something that I've definitely been saying. If you look at our list, you could probably pick like 40 guys right now. Like, if you have a list where everybody's injury free, for everyone that can hold their own on an AFL stage, I reckon we've got about 40 players that can do that. You know, maybe a handful of guys that can't because they're obviously either developing or, you know, or, you know, it's just not their time to be playing yet. So, but yeah, no, I think we're in a very good spot this year, and I think we're gonna do extremely well. So, yeah. But yeah, no, we'll definitely go with
You've already identified that Nick Dacos is the number one man for the Pies.
yeah, it's tough because if you go the three tools without Reef, you play Cox. Yeah, I think with Geelong because I have two rucks, you kind of do have to go. You probably do have to play Cox just purely because of Stanley and Blitzars, because you want them. Yeah, you want Cox. Sorry, you want Cameron to have a bit of help, so Cox will obviously be that help, I guess, in a sense. So, you know, and you don't need to be having your ruckman go through too many. Probably not stressful is the right word, but you know, you don't want to have your ruckman have a massive workload, especially early on. So if you can help him out a bit and put Cox in, you probably will, which would make sense because we have been playing Cox a lot in the preseason. I mean, he's even rucking right now, so the fact that he's doing that, I think that just shows, and that's the other thing too. I think a lot of people forget is that Fly absolutely loves him too. So the fact that you have Cox out there playing the way that he is, he's obviously highly rated within the playing group and coaches. So it just seems like that's probably where they're gonna go. All right, Hawthorn going forward in their forward 50, and yeah, obviously someone's taken a mark about, I want to say maybe just over 40, and we'll probably kick from just under 50, just under 50 meters. All right, so Hawthorn are about to have a shot on goal. All right, and Will Day's gonna have a shot, and he's missed to the left. We're gonna get the kick out. So who's getting the kick out? All right, Dacos. Oh, Moore's gonna take it in the pocket. Kind of not really having a lot of urgency. They're just making sure of their options at the moment. Okay, looks like he's just gonna kick long. Yep, and they've just punched it out. Well done. Yeah, so Cox is doing a bit of the ruck in the start of the second quarter. Oh, Adams gets a handball out. Oh, here we go. Josh Dacos in the center. Out to Bo, looks like. Here we go. Bo goes long inside the forward 50. Oh, and then Sam Frost marks and defends, and he's about to run out. Oh, intercepted. Murphy's going to kick it back in there. Yes, there we go. And Alu takes a mark, probably 30 meters out, pretty much straight in front. So, yeah, so if he kicks this will put us 12 points in front, which is, yeah, going to be a pretty good margin. Alright, here we go. Come on, Elliot. Let's go. Oh, geez, it looks like he shanked that. Yeah, God, that wasn't great, was it? Alright, here we go. Hawthorn have it around half back now. They've gone sideways to centre half back. Now they're starting to move it forward. Wingard has it on the sideline of the centre square. Now Warble has it, kicks inside forward 50, or out defensive 50 actually. Howe to get it, he's just kicked it out now. It's landed into a Hawthorn player. Now Hardwick has it, and he kicks it straight to Darcy Moore. Actually, there wasn't kick didn't really look to be going really anywhere else. All right, now Checkers has it on the wing. He's picked an option, hits him. That's Taylor Adams. So Taylor Adams has marked it just inside 50. And now he's going to pass it off to Lipinski, but wasn't able to take the mark because of the defensive pressure. Oh, here we go. Come on, let's get the ball. Alright, Josh Dacos has it around the 50. Oh, he's going to have a shot here. Oh, it's not. That's a behind there. Had an opportunity there, though.
Career high 21 disposals last season. Made the All-Australian squad. Kicked their way out, but it hung for a while. Elliott able to intervene. Mitchell, side bottom, open to offers.
Here we go. Sider gets inside forward 50 contest. Tay Adams. There you go. He's kicked another one. So he's got 2. So what's that? So we're up by 14 points at the moment.
He knows what he can do. He can go to the goal square and knows he's going to get a spill. And then maybe if they're good enough to capitalise on at the ground ball. So it's a nice...
Actually, one point I would actually love to make is that with... it seems like not only is Tay in really good form, but he's back to his actually goal-kicking form too. So, it's going to be interesting to see, because obviously Tay's sort of, he's really had to be that inside midfielder where his best footy is probably maybe potentially playing midfield, but he can also kick a lot of goals. So even if he plays like a half-forward role or something to that effect, I know it's probably like crazy even suggesting it, but especially having Mitchell and stuff, we don't really need Adams. We obviously need Adams, but the fact that we have someone like a Tom Mitchell, that probably frees up Adams to be a bit more freer with his roles. So we know that when he's on, he can actually kick some goals when he's got his Superman cape on, which he loves to do in big games. Well, here we go, Pendlebury. Nah. But yeah, Adams is one of those guys where you never think of him as a goal kicker, but sometimes he'll kick you 10 goals a game. But whenever you need a goal, he's the one to kick it. Whether if it's to show a bit of leadership or whether if it's to get the boys up and about, again, not really a big goal kicker, but whenever he kicks goals, it's always exactly when you need him. It's not like when you're, 10 goals in front. Not that we've, been 10 goals in front for a while, but I hope the point's getting across. Like, whenever he kicks goals, it's really in pressure moments and moments where it's you need a goal right now, sort of thing. So he's always been that type of guy. Whenever the going gets tough, he's the one that lifts that 10 to 20%. So. So obviously with Hawks now about to go inside 50. Actually, no, it looks like Kaczynski's just going to have a shot on goal, which he probably should anyway. I think he can get the distance here. Normally a fairly straight kick, so you think this goes straight through. Nope, just setting it up. That's very strange, actually, because you'd think he would have got the distance there. Alright, so here we got, is this Dacos taking the kick outs? Alright, here we go. Yep, let's go. Let's go, Bobby. Come on. Burn some speed. Let's go. Bang. Checkers. Let's go. Look at that. See, that's something that we desperately lacked last season. Just that someone to just get the ball and just flat out just burn some burn some grass, basically. Like, we haven't had that in such a long time. Like, oh, come on, Checkers.
Boys, we're just talking about Giath and the impact he can have on this group. He's just hobbling. Appears to be left leg from that marking contest against the Goeies. He fumbles.
Oh, come on. Oh, here we go. Elliott's got it. Lipinski, come on, Lipinski. Yes, let's go. Great pressure. See, this is. I know it's preseason, and I know it's also probably, you know, we've got to take into consideration it's probably Hawthorn. But the fact that we're seeing it also is, you know, something that we can't ignore either. So the fact that we're also seeing, you know, how good this pressure is and how, like... Because that's probably the other thing too, is that even though this is pre-season, like, we can go to more levels. Like, this is, as much as this is Hawthorn probably, like, you know, giving us a fair bit of effort, but it's like, we're also, like, there's also, you know, cards that, you know, there's also cards that we haven't played yet either, so it's that thing of, like, yeah, we're playing great, but it's like, we've still got so many cards in the deck to sort of play, so... It's extremely interesting, the fact that, you know, we're going to be going into the season and be, I don't know, in a sense, like, how good, like how good we actually can be, because, again, like, we're not showing, like, the best that we can. I mean, even just a goal like that, if that's going to be kicked, no, I missed. But even if, like, Cripps, because he normally kicks goals like that, I mean, it just shows, like, especially as well, if you leave us to our own devices, and I know this is probably stating the obvious, but it's like, I think for the longest time, it's like we can actually, you know, hurt teams now, like, especially offensively. And I think you'll find that this year a lot, like the fact that we've got McStay, you know, we've even got, you know, Mitchell in the middle, you know, you got Bobby Hill to give you your X factor and speed, you got Frampton to, you know, shore up a key forward and to keep him hopefully quiet and to, you know, lessen the key forward's impact, especially the ones that are, you know, the ones that are so reliant on the key forward doing well. Like, it's such a good team, with a team that was already, like, good enough to make a prelim and was a point away from making a grand final. So yeah, obviously confidence is very high at Pyland at the moment, and it's great to see. Alright, so Hawks are going to have a shot. Yeah, they kind of haven't really had a look at it the last few minutes. Like, this is, because it was neck and neck there for a bit, and we've just gone out of our way and kicked 3 goals from out of nowhere. 3 goals in, like, the last, I don't know, 8 minutes. So, there you go, Hawthorn are now back on the board, and that's, what's that, 16 points? He is actually a really good player. Actually, one of my favourites outside of Collingwood, to be honest.
Yeah, when you think of Hawthorn when they've been dangerous in the last couple of years, he's been pivotal to it, hasn't he?
There we go, ball up. We've got Cameron back in the ruck. Alright, Hawthorn have it. Searching forward. Alright, Quainer has it now. Oh, no, Quainer's going to get it back.
Try to burst through, but only partial success. McDonald onto the boot to full forward. How happy to see it through.
Alright, so they've obviously got a point there. So Howe's going to take it back and he's going to kick it out to, God, about pretty much to the wing and nearly. Alright, Murphy then has it. Handballs it to Josh Dacos. Dacos then gets it to Adams. Adams is going to go to DeGoey, it seems, and DeGoey's going to kick forward, and he's going to find Elliott with basically no man near him.
When they go the Pies, they're dangerous. They can move the ball as well as anyone in the competition from one end of the ground to the other.
Around he goes.
And I think he's missed that. No, he's got it. There you go.
So Elliott joins Taylor Adams and Brody Mychek with 2 goals for the Pies.
Yeah, so the Pies are definitely it's one of those like good things where it's like as good as we've played, I also feel like we've also held back a fair bit, like, which is like obviously really good to see. Like we're not really showing all of our cards at the moment, but then you can see like once we're left to our own devices, like we play some darn good footy. Which I know obviously during the season teams are not gonna, like, the good teams are gonna stop you doing that, so you gotta sort of get through the restrictions of that when you like do play, but they're looking good. Here we go, Mitchell did DeGoey. Ah, okay.
The way you want to play in the preseason, it does tend to be more attacking anyway, Gaz. I don't think they'll be showing their full.
Alright. Geez, Dacos just won a 2-on-1.
Almost for Elliott. There's that burst from Jath.
Yeah, that's a ball up there, but that's at least inside our forward 50.
I think it's the beauty about the preseason now. I like that there's less games certainly on show.
There we go, umpire's going to throw it up. Alright, come on, Das. Oh, here we go, Taylor Adams, crisp. Oh, 2 checkers it looks like, potentially. Yes, Lapin. Oh, no. Oh, man, that could have been a great goal, because that tap from Bobby.
Tom Mitchell broke his leg in the preseason, so he became the #1 inside midfielder for the Hawks. You'd love to see him get back to that form, along with this man Newcomb, to create an inside combination of.
Alright, here we go. Hawks have it around halfback or the back end of the wing. Kicks it a bit further up the wing. Assessing his options, looks to be going forward. Yep, just a chip over the top, still on the wing. Looks like he's going to go long and straight. Yep, ball to ground. Hawks still have it. Passing it around. Oh, a whole heap of handballs. Still handballing. Kicks to Howe. Oh. And yeah, Bruce has missed. There you go.
Most teams are trying to play like each other. I think we've seen now the transition to forward footy, more attacking footy, competition wide. It was great to see last year. Obviously, Collingwood were at the forefront of that. I think definitely Hawthorn played an attacking style of game on the back of those good running halfback flankers and those good kickers. But they want to get a better balance. They want to be stronger defensively.
Alright. Oh. Okay, looks like Hawthorn's gonna now. Oh no, is he gonna pass it off? No, he's gonna have the set shot. Alright. Yeah, definitely trying to. So yes, obviously Moore's going to have a shot on goal. So we'll see. So that looks pretty straight. And yeah, I reckon he's got it there. Alright, there you go. Hawks have got another goal, so that's 46 to 60. I think it was 61, I believe. And yeah, so 7-4 to 9-7, which makes it a I believe that's 15 points. Yep, 15 points. So yeah, so again, like it's been a pretty good standard of football actually, considering it's a preseason game. Like you see a lot of like both teams are trying to do their own thing. They're trying to get ready for round one, and I think it's really clear once you know the Pies obviously turn it up. You can definitely see a whole nother version of Collingwood compared to where with what Hawthorn do. They've been somewhat like, you know, they've been consistent of what they've done, but they haven't been able to up the gears, I guess, where Collingwood a bit more sort of like treading water, and then they'll go to, you know, and then they'll go up 2 or 3 gears. So yeah, here we go. This should be a to-go pass at least. Okay, and then it's going to roll out of bounds. But yeah, I mean, hopefully we get weeks where DeGoey can actually do that and then actually just kick the goal. Because that's also something else I think that we should be doing, is that if you're 40 out and you've got the ball and you've got the opportunity to kick the goal. Like, the whole name of the game is to kick more goals than the opposition. So if you got an opportunity, take it. Alright, so throw up. Cox is in the ruck. Mitchell has it. Looks like he's going to dish it out.
They did beat a couple of the highly credentialed side last year, the Hawks. They beat Geelong, Port and Brisbane.
Yeah, it's definitely a free kick there. Alright, so Hawks going forward to our centre half back line. Alright, there we go. Noble's got it now. Quainer has a bit of a fumble. Now Noble has it. Oh, umpires found a free kick out of it. And it looks like it's 50 metres. Must be a Hawthorn free kick. So where was the free kick here? What was the free kick in that? Did he hold on too long for the tackle? That seemed a bit... Not too sure about that one. Because especially if you're just looking at the tackle, like, I mean... There was definitely nothing wrong with it, outside of maybe he held on a little bit, a tad too long, but... I don't think there was really much in that. Oh, okay, all good. There should be some of the audio going though, if you can't hear it. Well, if you can hear it, sorry. But yeah, no, I'll try to commentate. Yeah, as much as I can, obviously. So yeah, we'll definitely see how we go. I've also been trying to mention like who's basically in the midfield and things like that. So because obviously we're gonna figure out what the structures are going to be when it comes to round one. So knowing who's going to be in the center could be a telling of like who's going to be in round one and things like that. So, but yeah, we'll see how it all goes. Still can't believe we haven't even gotten to half time yet. Like, we've still got another 6.5 minutes to go. Like, all right, here we go. Ball up. Cox in the ruck. Taps it down. Hawthorn seemed to get the clearance. And Hawks drive it forward. Cripps has a really good tackle, and Collingwood get the ball, but then gets turned back over to Warple. Warple kicks inside 50, or they're inside 50. Frampton has it. Oh, jeez. I mean, yeah, Frampton was... Even though I'm probably one of the biggest Frampton fans out there, that was definitely ordinary from the big man. But again, he just needs a bit of time and a bit of confidence. You know, just someone just to back him in, and he will be alright. Alright, Hawthorn have it, and it looks like we have Moore taking the mark, or intercepting mark, I guess. And yeah, so Nick Dacos to Frampton to now Josh Dacos kicks it out of the back line to the wing. Checkers marks it on the wing, goes back. Assessing his options, kicks over the top to Quainer. Kind of surprised that was 15 actually, but yeah, Quainer handballs it off to Josh Dacos. He then kicks it to Elliott, and Elliott takes the mark. Probably, I'd say 45. No, he tends to pass it. He ends up passing it to Lipinski, and Lipinski will probably have a set shot, probably just under 50 meters. So, with it, not much of an angle, but a tad bit of an angle. Alright, Lipinski's about to have a set shot right now. We'll see if he kicks it. Oh no, it looks like he's setting it up. No, just completely missed. Alright, so that's now makes it 9-8-62 for Collingwood, and Hawthorn are 8-4-52. Hawks have it in their back line as they're chipping it around now. Impey has it on the half back line. Alright, Impey kicks it forward out to the wing. Looks a bit wide. Is that considered a mark to Moore? Yes, it is considered a mark. Thought that was a bit of touch and go there, but it is what it is. Okay, so now Hawthorn again have it on the wing. I believe this is Warple. Alright. Oh, here we go. Howe goes up. Just punches it. Normally goes for the mark, as we know, but ball runs out of bounds.
Ankle, you think, Brownie?
Believe it, Brownie.
Get him on the exercise bike.
Alright, so Lipinski gets it a half back to Pendlebury to Josh Dacos. It looks like, I reckon he's had a lot of the ball this quarter. Been saying his name a fair bit. Alright, ball is out of bounds. Umpire will throw it back in.
What do? Do you try and protect him as he starts to get tagged more and more in his career, or you let him fight his way through it?
Yeah, I think it's a great question, and I think he's the sort of player who'll see it as a massive challenge and wear it as a badge of honour that he's getting tagged and finding a way to get on top of it.
Alright, here we go. So, tackle around our defensive 50. Umpire's going to ball it up. Cox and Meek in the ruck. About an even hit out there. Okay, Hawks have it now. They're about to kick it back inside 50. Big mark to, is that Kazitsky? Yeah, that's Kazitsky. So he's going to now have a set shot. Probably will kick from about 35, I believe, out. And yeah, we'll see how he goes with it all. But yeah, I mean, the Hawks have actually put on a pretty good fight today, or tonight. So yeah, been very impressed with how they have gone at it. 3 minutes to go in the second quarter, so it's still some time for potentially some more scores. But yeah, I reckon he'll probably kick this. No, he has missed to the right, so obviously Collingwood will now get the kick out. Moore's going to take the kick out, so we'll see what he does with this. Doesn't seem to be many people moving for him. He's probably just going to go to a pack long, I believe, and he does. Cox goes up, takes it. Oh no, drops the mark. Hawks get it back inside forward 50 with Bruce. Kind of looked like he wanted to play on there, but thankfully he had a bit of a slip and then decided to have a second thought about that, and now he's going to have the set shot. Alright, there you go. So now Bruce, oh no, so wow, so Bruce has basically missed from about, I want to say, not even 20 meters out, or potentially 20 meters out. And he actually does not look good at the moment. He looks a bit sore and ginger at the moment. So maybe something happened in that marking contest. Alright, Cameron now has the ball probably at the start of the back line of the center line. Or the center square. Kicks it out to side bottom on the back half of the wing. He then gets it to Lipinski. He then chips it over the top with a very average ball, to be fair. And the intent was to get it to Bo, but Bo leaves it out of bounds. Well, not leaves it, he guided it out of bounds. So you got Markov, Hoskin Elliott, Carmichael, and Reef, I believe, on the bench there. So potentially they'll probably come on at some point. Chris with trying to get the ball, but he was basically held on. Alright, ball goes inside our defensive 50. Bruce has it. Probably looking pretty dangerous. Gives it to Wingard. Frampton puts on a good tackle. Hawthorn still have it. This is just chaos ball if ever I've seen it. Now looks like Hawks are going to have a shot, and Howe ends up punching it over the line. So great defensive effort from Howe. So Howe's now going to take the kick outs. So we'll see what he does with it. Alright, so Howe kicks it out to the wing. Looks like Cameron there. Doesn't take the mark. Bo finds it and ends up moving it forward, but handballs it straight to Frost. And then Frost then gets it to Newcomb. Newcomb takes it forward for them, but then Howe's ready to clean and sweep up. He then gets it out to Josh Dacos on the wing, who I would not be surprised if this dude's had about 20 disposals this quarter. He has had a lot of it. Elliott takes it on the wing with about 20 seconds left. There's not going to be much left in terms of opportunities, you would think. And yeah, it should be the last attempt at a score if there is ever one. No, knocked out. Knocked out of bounds by Checkers. Helps out Cameron in the contest as he fell to ground, and that should probably do it for half time with about 4 seconds left with the throw in. So yeah, there you go. So Adams to DeGoey to Josh Dacos with another I need to look up the disposals. I swear Dacos has had about 20 touches this quarter. Like, it would not shock me whatsoever. So I'm literally having a look at it now because he is it's as if he's brought his own ball today. All right, let's have a look. Here we go. We do have it. Yep, Dacos 17 disposals, but that's for the game. Yeah, he's definitely had a lot of it for sure. And we've had, so far we've had, so obviously with it being half time now, Lipinski's kicked 2 goals, 2, Ellis kicked 2 goals, 1, Dylan Moore's kicked 2 goals, Adams has kicked 2 goals, McStay has got 2 goals, Justin Kaczynski has got 1 goal, 2, Brady Myerchak 1 goal, 1, Lockie Bramble has got 1 goal, Fergus Green 1 goal, McDonald has got 1 goal, Wingard 1 goal, Meek 1 goal, and then everyone else don't have any goals but have a couple points to their name, with Bruce kicking 2 points, Amon 1, Will Day 1, DeGoey 1, Pendlebury 1, Chris 1, and Josh Dacos 1. We'll see what maybe like disposal efficiency. What is he going at too? So Josh Dacos is probably the player of the half. 17 disposals at 82% efficiency. That you can't really ask for much more than that, I think. DeGoey with 15 disposals at 73%. Lipinski 13 disposals at 61. Adams 12 disposals at 83%, but he's also had 2 goals as well, so he's been one that's he's definitely one that you haven't seen him often, but whenever you see him, you definitely see him for sure. And then, yeah, Crisp with the 10 disposals. Nick Dacos with 10 disposals. Actually, Nick Dacos has had 10 disposals and 90% efficiency. So, again, the efficiency is very high. Darcy Moore with 9 disposals, but 88% efficiency. So, yeah, definitely a lot of players that are doing pretty well and definitely holding their own for sure.
Before making a trade, check out Plus Insights, the new trading tool on Plus 500.
Exclusive on Plus 500 Plus Insights, turning data into trading insights.
Plus 500. It's trading with a plus.
Download the app.
Alright, I might actually just turn the audio off here pretty quickly. Alright. Thoughts on AFL 23? I mean, I just hope the gameplay is good. If the gameplay is good, then that's enough for me, personally. Obviously, with Big Ant taking over, that's definitely a plus. So, I don't think Big Ant had been known for having like massive graphics and stuff like that. Because I think, the last few AFL games have definitely been catered towards more graphics than actual it just being overall fun. So definitely Big Ant's more of a gameplay first than graphics. So I'm just excited just to play a fun AFL game overall, to be honest. All right. But yeah, obviously we'll just sit here and wait for the second half to start up. Shouldn't be too long. And I do believe the VFL is going to be after this, so we'll probably cover the VFL as well. So yeah, so we'll just see how we all go with it all, and yeah, we'll go from there. So at the moment, they're just playing some ads at the moment. So any features you're looking forward to? In terms of mechanics, there's really not really a lot. I mean, there's been a lot of talk about Ultimate Team. There's going to be a version of Ultimate Team in there. I don't know if they confirmed that when they showed the cover. So not the cover, when they advertised it today, but yeah, I mean, like, I think something like that is gonna probably eventually turn up eventually, even if it's not in this one. So, yeah, in terms of features, I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm pretty basic when it comes to this stuff. So just give me season mode, give me updated teams, and I'm pretty sweet after that. I mean, wouldn't mind a mode where there's like scenarios or like if they do like a what if sort of thing where if it's if it's like, oh, what if, I know this is for some Collingwood supporters this might be a bit of a tough pill to swallow, but maybe if we do a scenario where like a scenario where it's like a certain result, but then like you're able to play the game and play it to where there becomes like a different result. So with say like the trying to think, with the 2018 grand final for Collingwood, you can then play as Collingwood and like play the last 5 minutes or something and see if you can win it, sort of thing, if that makes any sense. So something like that would be pretty cool. But yeah, outside of that, there's not really too many things I'm sort of expecting, and I don't know, I'm kind of pretty easily pleased when it comes to sports games. You just give me a season mode, head to head, and update the roster. The roster. I might get into more online stuff this time around. Potentially even use it for content, and we'll go from there. But Outside of that, yeah, not really too fast. Team and stadium community creation would be nice. Yeah, so things like that, like, I don't even focus on things like that. As I said, as long as you can update the rosters, I believe with Ava Evolution 2, all the stuff they had I thought was actually pretty good. You could update the game with teams, players, things like that. So if you were able to do it yourself, you could literally just update the rosters on your own. So if they continue that feature on from AFL Evolution 2 and just, I mean, even if they just do the same thing, I'm not going to complain. So yeah, have a way where you can just update the rosters and all that stuff, and then have the community make if say mixed day goes from Brisbane to Collingwood, there's someone that's already ready to go that already has that player created in the hub, I guess. So yeah. Yeah. Hmm. All right. So yeah, so it's halftime at the moment. We'll probably get stuck back in the next few minutes. So yeah, so if you have any questions or anything like that, feel free to put them in. And yeah, I'll get to those questions when you guys are putting them in. Fix the progression with older players like 35-year-olds being 99 with overalls. Yeah, I mean that would be pretty cool. Like if you did like a season mode and then the more like you play say like 10 years, so someone that's like say at top of their game, so like just thinking like the Brownlow, like so like the Brownlow medalist should be like up there in terms of ratings, but once like say Patrick Cripps gets to say 35, like he should be like maybe he should be rated like an 80, 85 or something, for example, like because obviously even though he might be good and he might be experienced, but he's not going to be in his Brownlow medal form, if that makes any sense. So that'd be pretty cool. But yeah, I was also surprised it's going to come out in April too. So was definitely going off history. Normally they release it around like June. So obviously having it come out in April, was really surprised by that because normally we don't get AFL games that early. Might actually no, I'll leave it because it's just ads at the moment actually. All right. All right. If you guys have any questions for me in the chat, feel free to put them in. Um, and yeah, we'll go from there. if you guys want to put in the chat who do you reckon shined for you guys in the first half? Like who do you think did extremely well in that? And yeah, we'll probably go from there. Because I mean, for me, like it was just so clear watching it. Like Josh Dacos was clearly doing so much. The fact that he had like 17 disposals at halftime, like I mean, you're always gonna have someone around that mark around halftime, but you could just tell like every time he got the ball, you just noticed him. So, yeah, whether if he's gonna have a career maybe down the line where we have him as more of a rover or something like that. I mean, yeah, maybe it's something that we might try out sometime in the future. Will you be making videos on it? Oh yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, when I say probably, I mean yeah, for sure. So whether if it's content that's on it, around it, you know, using content in the background, I'm sure I'll use that game for content somehow. And yeah, like yeah. So obviously, when the game comes out, yeah, I'll definitely be using it for sure. So whether if it's just like casual streams and playing season mode, or just having it in the background while I talk about Collingwood topics, yeah, it's definitely going to be something that I'm going to be keeping an eye on.
What number draft pick did he get?
Well, no, the draft's not until the end of April. I've got to reveal 3 more players to come over the coming days, and then at the end of April, the players will be announced. They'll go into a draft, and they'll go to a lucky regional football club to help them. Now, last year
Oh, they're doing the Carlton draft again.
Got absolutely crunched. May have broken a rib, so Bucks might have to get ready for some heavy action.
Do you think that's a good idea?
Look forward to that, Bucks. You must have had some pretty strong incentive to get out there and play. Just giving back to the community, I'm sure.
Go to the carltondraft.com.au to nominate your club.
Yep, open until the 27th of March. We've got to take a break because the footy will resume shortly here on Fox Footy.
Alright, so obviously with the scores, Hawthorn 8-7-55 and Collingwood 9-8-62.
Geordie's out there on his own.
Where's Bucks?
And the quarter-time oranges haven't been cut up yet either.
So this is the Carlton draft.
No, Bucks. This is the Carlton Draft. To draft your newest teammate, head to thecarltondraft.com.au.
There you go.
Unbeatable sporting experience with Shell. 5 incredible events, 20 grand in travel and $1,000 of free fuel, all to share with 3 friends. Visit the website now.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
She's immune.
They're working on a cure.
Get her there. Set everything right.
We have a job to do. There's no halfway with this.
I couldn't care less who's in front of me. I'm ready to take them out.
Alright,
It's gonna erupt.
Formula One is like the pinnacle. The sound, the speed of the cars. It's awesome.
Absolutely incredible. Give it up for Formula One. Oscar Piastri will be driving for McLaren. Brand new season for Formula One. And it's lights out and away we go. That's exactly how we
What was the most pleasing bit from your perspective?
Yeah, I think it was our D50 transition when we won the ball. We carried the ball inside 50 full length, which is pretty difficult in AFL. We've done that quite consistently, but in saying that, I think the Hawks have marched the ball a little bit there, so we can probably tighten up a bit of their
Just to talk about that real quick.
How does that number sit, or do you need to tweak a few things?
Oh no, we'd like to just press up and get a few more front half turnovers over in the back half and then transition well. So we like that part, but probably squeeze the game a bit more.
So much intrigue around Nick Dacos. He's getting tagged, and we expect him to get tagged a lot this year. How do you support him? How do you help him through these situations?
Actually, you know what? Actually, we might actually leave that for another day, to be honest. But yeah, the reason why you're still a mod is because, I mean, if I got to be really honest, because I haven't taken you off yet. Which, now that you've actually reminded me.
We're talking about 10 disposals for Nick Dacos, so he is getting his hands on the footy, but not easy ball.
One of those contingencies, as Gaz mentioned, you can send him to half back. It's a different challenge for a tagger to tag someone like Finn McGuinness is on him to tag as a forward. That's the great challenge.
He's gone back now, it looks like Brownie, so back into the role that he was so good at. We'll see some new faces that didn't play any footy in the first half, so they'll keep flicking the magnets around.
Get into quarter number 3 from Utah Stadium in Launceston. Crisp out to Dugowie. A bit of holding. He's going to blank. He's going to get the job.
All right, so obviously Hawks now have the footy in their defense, in their defensive 50. So obviously they're gonna move it out. All right, so Newcomb. Now, is it? No, that's not Newcomb. Anyway, Hawks have it on the wing as we start the third quarter. Looks like it's a 50-meter penalty.
Further to that, Nick Dacos' numbers, 3 of those 4 kicks were kick in, play on kick in. So that does go to how good a job.
There we go.
Mackenzie again, there's that delivery into 50,
Yep.
Gaz. That I know gets you excited.
So much does, because
All right, so Hawks are gonna have a set shot.
of the lead from Green, and so many defenders these days, not Darcy Moore does because he's got closing speed, but they just pull back off because they don't have the faith in the kicker. When the kick's right, there's nothing you can do. That was a magnificent kick.
So Fergus Green, just a couple of kicks so far, but he has a goal already. Lean to the right and then straightens up and puts it right through the middle.
We'll go back and have a look at this, Brownie. You'd be licking your lips as you've made the lead when this boy's got the footy in his hands, and he saw it.
All right, there you go. So Hawthorn have kicked goals. That's 9-7, 61 to Collingwood 9-8, 62. So Collingwood have a 1-point lead at the moment.
It's a little bit of rush, but it's a good lead. Then you've got to see it and see the hole.
Yeah. Fergus Green's acquitted himself well today, so opportunity there to get a forward spot along with Mitch Lewis when he comes back in a few weeks' time, but he'll be looking to partner with Kazitsky in the early rounds. Doing a good job of it so far, Gaz.
Well, it gets the Jack. He's got a bit of Jack Gunston size about him.
All right, so there you go. Fergus Green has 2 goals to his name. Again, Hawthorn have actually put up some pretty good pressure today. So, again, sort of not really. Yeah, that's Don't think Dacos was expecting to get caught there, obviously. And yeah, Wingard's now marked at about 40 out.
Forward's always going to react quicker to that shorter kick. It was hard for Howe there, nothing he could do about it. Smart by Warple.
Forced him to come back at it, Brownie, didn't he? This is what you can control the game with your ball in hand, particularly going forward.
To give the Hawks the lead.
Oh, geez, he shanked that. That is out on the full. Okay. All right, so Pies ball. All right, Frampton now has ball in hand.
Frampton. For the sunshine, blank, the spoil, Mitchell, the quick kick. Lipinski knows where it's going. Impey, in the end, just kept his opponent away, which was okay because Will Day was able to hang on and take the mark. He's looking up into the sun now, as you can see. Nash. McKenzie.
All right, Hawthorn still have it on the wing.
Yep.
So his goal kicking's like now, guys. Deliver it inside 50.
Yeah, I mean we can do that, but right now it's not the time.
Lead for Hawthorn, who got blown off the park in the first 8 or 10 minutes of the game. Able to hang on and be close enough at quarter time. Dan McStay's asking the question.
All right, so obviously the 50's been given, so Hawthorn are now gonna have a set shot on goal. So obviously McStay's trying to ask why the free kick was being paid. So here you go, but so yeah, so McKenzie the draftee, their highest pick too is yeah, kicked a goal.
Might only be a practice match, but they're still getting around him for his first goal as if it's round 1.
Yeah, that kid's gonna be good. He's definitely gonna be good, that one.
It is a practice match, but for Hawthorn, it's so much more than that even. They'll get so much out of this against a quality opposition.
And after last week,
Last week, which we know that they were disappointed with the way Geelong were able to handle them and brush them aside. So for them to come back in this manner. So there's McStay to the right, too close. He was starting to head back. The umpire
Lingered there too long. We know they want to clear the inside out because the AFL wants to encourage that kick inside, that attacking kick. The umpires they'll be red hot on that early in the year.
Pick 7, as you said, kicked 2 goals in the grand final. The under-18s played great under-18 Vic Country, Vic Metro footy.
Here we go. So ball up. For some reason, some of the Collingwood players were throwing their hands up in the air for some reason. There we go. So Hawthorn's kicked another goal. So what ended up happening there? He got pushed out of position, but yeah. I don't know why he wasn't more stronger in the contest there. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I'd rather him make mistakes now than in the season itself, so. And hopefully he can feel a bit of embarrassment, the fact that dude was a lot smaller than him too, but we'll see. Again, I'm not going to have the conversation here. Alright, here we go. So, free kick out. Who's it going to? Looks like it's a Collingwood free kick to DeGoey. So DeGoey to what looks like Pendlebury.
This will get Collingwood interested too. They'll look at that scoreboard now and go, hang on a minute. So let's see what sort of response.
Alright, here we go. So just chipping around. Murphy now has it. Looks like he's going to go long to a pack.
Directing traffic. Don't think that was quite the ideal connection on the boot.
Oh.
Roughly in the vicinity of my
Okay, Hawks have it, but then they've turned it over to Mitchell. Mitchell to Sidey. Sidey then kicks it inside forward 50 to McStay. So this is going to be interesting. So is McStay on his left foot? Wouldn't you drop punt this? You'd think you'd drop punt this. No. Alright, so McStay's missed.
Did play well in the final last year, guys. Daniel McStay is very good against either the Richmond or the Melbourne final. So that would give him great confidence going into the off-season, even though he's changed clubs.
Hardwick brings it back into play. More Kaczynski. Looking better and better.
Two good contested marks today.
Wasn't a great handball. Hamon knows all about that. Pendlebury got it. Now to Dacos, then to DeGoey.
Alright, here we go. Colin got it inside 50. Bobby Hill is going to get a goal. Oh, that looks good. That looks real good. Yep, so good it's a goal. Alright, there we go. Pies on the board for its 10th goal. And yeah, that should make it single digits now. So yeah, not far away from taking back the lead. So we're trailing by 4 points. And yeah, one more goal gets us in front.
The Hawks kicked the last two of the second quarter and the first three of the third. So they needed to do something. And yeah, it was just a horrible mistake. There's nothing else. You can analyse footage to the nth degree. But when you get a handball like that, there's no one else to blame than Kazitsky after a super mark. Well, let's hope he can turn that scouting report around by the end of the year, because it doesn't read all that well. Tackling would be something they'd be interested in, of course. Forward pressure is massive these days, but he's better than that. We know that, and we suspect that they will change in time.
Cox, then Meek. Newcomb, the hands today.
Alright, so now Collingwood have it. Alright, Quain has now run up the wing, but the ball's ran out of bounds.
Hawks by 4.
Great athlete, that man there too. Was that Quain had a huge summer.
Meek with purpose, down to Amon.
Alright, now Moore has in defense.
Yep, quickly the eyes sweeping across the ground.
Alright, Josh Dacos now has it. He's now kicked it to Bo. Didn't get the distance, so he's got to play on. He's now handballed to Howe, and he's now got it back from Howe. Alright, here we go. It's now in the middle. DeGoey has it. He's now giving it to Adams, what looks like. Yeah, and then Sidey has it. Alright, now Sidey's going to have a set shot on goal.
Through the year, last year was a real strength of theirs. They were working into the corridor, but kept the ball moving by hands. Pulls the defensive zone out of place.
And they go to areas that it's not guaranteed, Brownie. They're happy to go and take it and see if they can get through. And more often than not, they have. The ground opens up for them.
Alright, Sidey has had a shot on goal. And yeah, he's actually kicked it. So that's now Collingwood back in front. So now Hawks want to get a bit aggressive now. There you go. There you go. So there's a bit of fire about it, I guess. So. Wait, how's it there for a kick?
No 666 required. Not on the mark. Now there is.
Wait, you can't fake a handball. That's what he did.
Kazitsky brings it to the front. Wingard basically threw that across.
Alright, there we go. Ball up.
It's just taken about a step and a half closer to a home and away game, Brownie, which is good to see.
Cox climbing above the pack.
Alright, here we go. Alright.
Back to the wing. Hawks. Well positioned.
So Hawks have it just outside 50. Looks like they're gonna. No, they're just gonna go out sideways. And yeah, Bramble now has the ball, probably about 80 out from goal. He's now gone to Frost. Frost has gone to... Geez, no idea who that is. He's now kicked at centre. And then Murphy has punched it back for a behind. Was a rush behind. Here we go. So Moore handballs it to Markov. Markov to Cox. Cox to Crisp. Crisp and kicks it down the ground to Adams. Adams kicks it long inside forward 50. Who is there? Oh, Bobby nearly took. Definitely set himself up pretty well to take a mark there.
Number 4, I think. Gone to the number 4, taken over from Brody Grundy.
What was the motivation behind that jumping up? Does he like the number 4? Has he got a special affinity?
I don't know the answer to that, Brownie. I thought 30 made 37 his own.
Yeah, he did.
All Australian. There's Oleg Markov, former Richmond and Gold Coast Suns. Got a reprieve very, very late in the piece.
50-metre penalty.
Training at Carlton. High swoop.
What was that one for, Brownie?
50-metre penalty. I'm not sure.
That was Josh Dacos for the second one of this quarter. Just came into the man on the mark area late. So he had an opportunity, didn't take it, and then came in late.
We know the umpires will be red hot in this early in the year. So it's part of a discipline thing. Craig McRae will remind his players about this.
Got that just right, Conor McDonald.
So now 2 goals from 50-metre penalties in this quarter.
There you go. So Hawthorn got a goal there. So that's now made it a 4-point game.
Just on those penalties, so we've seen the stand rule and the protected zone, Gaz, has had a big influence on the way footy's played in the last couple of years. Obviously now teams are quicker to move the ball, so the AFL is going to protect that more so than any other rule, apart from head-eye contact, I would have thought, because they want the ball moving from end to end. They don't want oppositions, they don't want defences to be able to set up too heavily.
You've got to decide quicker now, don't you?
You do.
Going to do.
So I can understand why the umpires are red hot on it at this stage of the season.
And you spoke about Hawthorn really enjoying it, Hutto. Well, they've endured a summer where, you know, most of the narrative has been, oh, senior players out, rebuild, it's going to be a tough year, blah, blah, blah. Had a bad game against the Cats, so...
There we go. So Cox in the ruck.
Which is what they're enjoying.
Right, here we go. Is it Mitchell with the ball? No.
Unsociable Hawks coming back, weren't they? They beat each other up a bit at training. And
They did. That is exactly right. And so you go, okay, that's good. But not, you know, don't expect to see it in a practice match.
Right, here we go. So umpire's going to throw it up.
That's one thing, Brownie.
Cox in the ruck again.
And opposition's another. But they look like they've got the appetite here for the contest.
Oh.
of course, we've worked with Jordan Lewis.
Yes.
He was part of that.
Captain, or vice captain, unsociable. That's Hodgie.
Hawks by 4. Reeves slaps it away. Lipinski first to it. Noble. Crisp. Room for his left foot. Late to arrive. You can hear the bodies crashing. Was Darcy Cameron.
For one, I haven't sent anything equivalent to that at all. And second of all, we will have that conversation, but we are not going to have that right now. And that's the last I'm going to speak of it.
Back through all the traffic and just desperately needed a hand. Nice fend from Warple to keep Pendlebury at bay. Kazitsky hitting it hard. Long way down for Meek. Noble with help and assistance from Markov and Quaynor and Markov and Crisp. Still haven't cleared the immediate danger. McGuinness. Dacos trying to turn the tables in tackling mode. Quaynor crops it from Kazitsky. Good stuff for a practice match. Good intensity.
That's great forward pressure from the Hawks. And they've won themselves a free kick. So that was a magnificent 10 or 15 seconds. They were all at it. Big Meek was playing his part as the big tall in there, putting some defensive work on. And
The forward territory's been better since quarter time, hasn't it, Gaz? 21-10 in Collingwood's favoured inside 50s. Since then, it's been Hawthorn. So territory's been better. Been able to lock the ball in their front arm.
Alright, so Hawthorn are now going to have a shot on goal. So this is for Kazitsky's second. And yeah, let's see if he kicks it.
Yes, got tied up. He's kicking for goal. Kazitsky. 1 goal 2 becomes 1 goal 3. Turns it to the
see how
play.
aggressive they are with their ball movement here, the Pies.
reasonably so. Breakaway speed again from Quaid. Suddenly they're at half forward. McGuinness takes the mark. Another who's getting an opportunity in this second half, Reef McGuinness. Some significant injuries to overcome in his couple of years in the system. Brings it into Lipinski.
There we go. So Lipinski's about to key it inside forward 50. And, oh, here we go. Big mark by, no, Checkers has dropped it. And Hawthorn trying to get it out. They're having a bit of trouble, but they seem to be okay now. And if they hit this target, they should be out in terms of defense.
Danger in that kick, but that's what we've seen from Hawthorn. They're mode under Sam Mitchell. Stretching out now, Impey.
There we go. So Hawthorn's going forward. Inside our defensive 50 and more cleans up with the intercept mark. And then Lipinski kicks it towards the wing. And then Cameron marks it on the wing. Kicks it sideways to Mitchell.
You're just looking at some of the Hawthorn defensive running now. So early in the game they were getting caught on the back feet. Collingwood were getting an attacking side. Now they're working harder to get on the dangerous side of their opponents.
Okay, and then Mitchell's now gotten it again. And then he's now gone sideways to Markov. And Markov with a good kick to a contest. Lipinski has it, but gets tackled. Ball goes loose. Bobby Hill has it. Gets tackled. Lipinski taps it on. Checkers now has it. Now Hawthorn have it as going out of defence. Oh, you're kidding. Oh, okay, well... How was that a free kick, though? Because he didn't fall into his back, I don't think. Oh, here we go. Hawthorn go forward. Alright, Quainer has it, moves the ball forward. And as it rolls out.
Up to 17 disposals now, Tom Mitchell.
Trailing James Warple with 26 as a leading possession winner. 13 of those contested. He's back to his best.
Yeah, Tom Mitchell 80, just over 80 metres gain. Warple 606 metres gain.
Well, that's interesting, isn't it? There might be some Hawthorn people who are in charge of list decisions and the like that would be looking at that going, okay, we're pretty satisfied.
Alright, here we go, Cops on the ruck. Looks like we're going to come away with it. Yep, the goalie with the ball. Running through the wings. Now he's going to kick long inside 50. And Reef, Checkers. Looks like Reef's going to get a free kick. Or is it Checkers? No, yeah, Reef. Alright, so Reef is going to have a shot on goal. We'll see what he does with this. There we go. Reef is now kicked to goal. Good on him.
Gives them back the lead.
DeGoey and Crisp have worked in a good combination today, especially out of those centre bounces early on in the game. They're the ones that give him that breakaway speed. When Nick Dacos is in there, they'll do that. So they've got some really dangerous clearance players, Gaz. Collingwood going in.
Yeah, that's a really good passage of play there.
Probably balances them up. He's the true sentiment. Well, you're in and under type, but he's certainly got some assets and weapons on the outside that he can get the ball to. But, you know, DeGoey and Crisp and these guys can win their footy in their own right as well. So there's a nice balance there.
Warple caught the attention that time. continues to impress the way he can work his way through the pack.
Alright, alright, here we go. So Collins now got the ball in the wing. Alright, Dacos now has it. And he's now kicked it to, I believe that is Amon. So Amon has it for the Hawks.
Good enough to get clear in the end.
Go.
Grantham with the fist.
Contest, Hawks still have it. Surging forward. Now Mitchell has it. Quainer.
Quaynor back across half back.
To Lipinski, to now Markov. Now hopefully Markov can use his speed now. Now here we go. We've got Bobby to DeGoey.
Ball again from the Pies.
There we go to Reef.
Making an impact in this third term.
Alright, to Lipinski. Oh, come on.
Hustway. Turn it straight back up.
There we go. So Reef now has it.
Come on. McGuinness.
Alright, here we go. Big pack.
No shortage of Hawks around. Blank out wide for Connor McDonald.
Oh, come on. Here we go.
McGuinness. Warple.
Oh, yes. Let's go. Come on, Noble. Find a target. Come on, Checkers.
McGuinness is waiting for the crumbs. They arrive now, but battered away by the Hawks defence.
Alright.
Both defence have done pretty well though. Big key forwards haven't been able to take the contest.
Oh, here we go. Checkers is slowly to get up.
Kizicki's been able to take a couple.
Looked like it was going to be an issue early, didn't it? Sicily's fought back hard. Blake unfashionable. Bit of soreness from
Bit of court.
There you go. Checkers is a bit sore at the moment.
Hopefully just a bad corky. He's just starting to hobble. Might be a wise idea to get him off the ground.
Outstanding tackle there from Wingard to bring DeGoey to a halt.
unlucky. Try and take it on again. The Hawks through the middle of the ground.
There we go. Alright, we got the ball back.
Mature age recruit Bramble. Gave some good signs a couple of years ago and then ran into some injury last year. Fit, promising at the start of the term, at the start of this year, I should say. Nick Dacos to full forward. Myercheck, test out that corky. Bit of overcurl.
And then Checkers ends up missing, so scores are 12-9-81 to the Hawks, and Collingwood are 12-12-84. 3.5 minutes left to go in the quarter.
Really ahead of round one.
Even though he's got a week off. Big Friday night clash against the Cats in round one.
That'll have a build up, won't it? Impey pushing the line literally there with that kick. So Noble gets a look at what's ahead. Josh Dacos. Short stuff so far.
Okay, and
Mitchell unlikely lead up forward. Won the ball.
here we go. Mitchell to DeGoey to Josh Dacos. Hopefully he has a shot. And looks like he's got it.
Puts it through.
There you go.
DeGoey having an influence again. 24 disposals, 4 centre bounce clearances. It's been fantastic today. He looks rock hard and fit. To me, he's had a great pre-season, it seems like. He's played big minutes in the midfield, had a lot of centre bounces. Great vision there, good finish. Dacos coming off a great season himself last year.
Interesting. The one-on-one winner, Tom Mitchell, sets the goal up. Right, so he's not a forward. You know, Hutto said it rightly. You know, unlikely target. Just that win there.
Alright, there you go.
Can win on one-on-one.
Yeah, and then Dacos with the goal.
Doesn't necessarily have to be your key forward or your set forward. We know that Tom Mitchell's he's just such a ball winner and a ball finder that for him to push forward in that instance there and just win a 50-50, they get a goal out of it.
Yeah, so where does he go when he's not that midfielder?
Yeah, I doubt.
There we go. So we got Cox in the middle.
Time there, but when it's your time,
Hopefully he gets the tap.
if you win
Yep.
a 50-50 ball,
Here we go, Dacos. Here we go.
Extra tangle, extra vigour in the tackle. To Goey, just had room to do that.
Well, they've kicked 4 of the last 5. The
Jeez.
after the Hawks took the lead off him, it might have just stung him into action a little bit.
Felt that way a bit, didn't it?
Yep.
Impey.
Going to be another close one for the Magpies.
It was incredible last year, even just look back on those results.
I think they're the lowest percentage top 4 teams since the 97 Bulldogs. So that just shows you how many close games they did win.
6-point loss. It was a 6-point off to Geelong in the first final and a 1-point loss to Sydney in the prelim.
Yeah.
All right.
They were close against Geelong. They pushed them. And it looked like they were going to win that preliminary final for a minute or two too. Double-handed bounce.
There we go. So Sicily goes to the wide part of the centre square to Newcomb. Newcomb then goes to what looks like is this. I believe this is Fergus Green.
Got a fantastic leg on him. Beautiful boot.
At times it's been on show, goes the horse on vision.
Yeah.
Especially in this quarter. It's been some precise kick.
There we go. So he's going for goal number 4 now.
Most of his opportunities thus far, as you can see by 4 disposals, 3 goals.
So he's gonna kick it. Bit to the left, I reckon. Yep.
Too close. 4-5 to 4-2 for the turn in favour of Collingwood. Superior judgment. James Sicily, last minute, gets the instructions.
Yeah, don't try and bite off too much. 40 seconds to go.
Big fist from Murphy, does the job.
Here we go. That's a good defensive effort from Murphy there.
Ned Reeves can get something happening here in the final stages of this third quarter. Mason Cox being pretty quiet.
There's 4 disposals.
Seconds left. The Dacosses. Not sure what the collective
Alright.
down is for Dacosses going.
So yeah, ballers in defensive 50. Ball up, probably about 25 out with a bit of an angle. Alright, here we go. Cox on the ruck. There we go. So Impey has it about 60 out, puts it back in the inside 50.
Now big net, it's gone down. I reckon he's got a free kick in the dying seconds of the third quarter.
Really?
Some pressure on
I'd love to see a replay on that.
about 420 centimetres of.
Let's have a look. Did Cox give him a shove?
Yeah, he did.
Folded pretty easy.
He did fold.
Put some pressure on him. You want to play? You want to play 2 big fellas? Then you have to kick this goal.
Kicked 7-1 last year in 12 games, so he can kick a goal after the siren. Crowd sensing the moment. Big net.
Alright, all good. Yep, so that's a goal, so that's going to make it, what, 3 points of difference now.
13-13-91 plays 13-10-88. Close one here, so a lot to look forward to. But there's more footy for you, feast of footy coming up over the weekend and the days ahead. The Cats and the Lions did battle in the finals last year. Patrick Dangerfield, now the skipper of the reigning premiers.
Alright. I'll mute that. Alright. All right. So yeah, so if you guys have any questions in the chat, feel free to put them in. But yeah, in terms of who you think has played well, is there anyone that surprised you? Anyone that you think that might be a shot in the best 22 come round one? So yeah, put your thoughts in the comments, and yeah, let me know what you're thinking. All right. All right. Here we go. We're back. Let me put that back on. All right, there we go.
Handful of points, 3-point lead, 13-13, 91 to 13-10, 88. And a lot to like for both groups of supporters from what we've seen. Plenty of encouragement, more so perhaps than we expected from the youth of Hawthorn in particular. Let's head down to Nick Del Santo to get his take on things.
Well, as we get ready for this last quarter, thankfully to this point, Hutto, both medical teams haven't had a great deal of work to do. We did see Brody Myercheck, though, late in that quarter, in the third quarter, appear to get a corky to the right thigh. Now, he has joined his teammates at the huddle at three-quarter time. He hobbled from the field. He had some extra medication. And I think if you ask both coaches from here, they want all their players to run out the game well. No injuries and no reports, but we'll keep an eye on Brody Myercheck.
All right, so it looks like he just got a bit of a corky.
Earnest in his discussion there with his players.
Yeah, I think the important thing is this is your last dress rehearsal before round one. Big game against the defending premiers. Friday fortnight. You don't want to get into bad habits. So you want to be able to execute, certainly put your structures and your systems in place. But mainly, you don't want to see those bad habits creep in this close to the start of the year. And obviously injuries to players.
3 points. What else was it going to be in the Collingwood game? It'll be fun. I think this is going to be a fun last quarter because we know how both teams go at it, and Collingwood will want to practice doing what held them in such good stead last year, and that is attack the game at all costs, and the Hawks similarly. So I think it'll be a pretty entertaining 30 minutes.
They played one of those close games last year. I think it was round 12 at the MCG, these two teams. Pies just hung on there.
All right, here we go. So bounce the ball, Cameron in the rock.
3-point lead. Darcy Cameron back towards the circle, but Ward was ready And so was Newcomb. Well done. Good dogged stuff from Cameron, though. Just
That was great.
hold him up and eventually help force the turnover. To Goey, to Nick Dacos, to half forward. The slide, the dive was good from McStay. Just didn't catch
Come
the
on. Here we go. So Hawthorn have it a half back. Oh, good tackle. That was by Hoskin out, actually. Good work.
Stopping him completely. Kicks to the wing. Wingard takes the chest mark. Leads Murphy behind. Pokes it over to McGuinness.
Come on, Noble. Get him, get him. Yes, good tackle.
Well, straight away, you said that you thought Craig McRae was a little bit earnest at three-quarter time. I'm not sure whether he was or he wasn't. He's got a response either way. I thought Cameron's ruck work and chase-up tackle early was great, and then a chase down from Noble. So,
Alright, whose ball is it? Alright, Hawthorn, get it. As they sort of clean up and rebound off the 50. Oh. Here we go, Bo. To, who's that? Is that Checkers? Yes, there you go.
kind of wanted to get it back to Jath because he took off, but it was the wrong option and it wasn't executed. And the minute you do that, then you know that behind the foot.
Alright, so Checkers is going to have a shot here.
He's Big Brody, who's got the corky, as we said. A bit surprised maybe that he's still out there, but can't be too bad.
Run it off, Gaz.
The old adage. I wouldn't have. I'd have been out of the shower. Brownie would have ran it off.
Get the fingers through it.
Yep,
The old try.
good enough for Brody Myercheck. Another 40-odd goals to him last year. 41-25. Fourth successive year as the leading goal kicker for Collingwood.
So Collingwood would know Hawthorn want to take it on like this. So there's opportunity. If you are prepared to adhere to the all defensive parts of the game, chase, tackle, you know, push up, confront.
There you go.
An opportunity to turn the footy.
Alright, so that's put us,
Against a team that's still developing.
how many goals is that? It's, I think, about a goal and a half.
Well, by supporters, you get a feel of who your pecking order is, or who's at the top of the tree. Pendlebury, Howe, and Elliott. Boots off, walking into the rooms. They are done for this evening. They're going to have a fortnight off and get ready for round one.
There you go. So Howe, Elliott, and Pendles are all done.
Still use the heat lamps today for corkies, guys.
It's a bit of deep heat.
Oh,
Cameron. Day wasn't
here we go. Come on, DeGoey.
Crisp set up the move forward. And it's a dangerous looking one from DeGoey. Blank again. He's done a pretty decent job on McStay.
Good job.
5 centre bounce clearances to go.
Yeah, tick that. He might be the next one that gets the boots off and wanders down the race because he's been superb.
McStay hasn't been the target as often as Myercheck or even Jamie Elliott from the numbers point of view. Just wait to Newcomb. He doesn't look like he's slowed down at all.
He's been awesome as well.
And his appetite for the footy. 24 disposals.
So the 12 inside 50s for DeGoey. So that tells you where he's getting it. Newcomb's had a similar amount of footy and had 4 inside 50s. So that's the next step forward for him, is try and find some footy that can lead to goals. But he's been superb today.
Finds it at half back this time. Not the best looking kick.
Alright, here we go. So obviously Cameron's gonna get the ball now. So he's got it on the wing. Yeah, so we got just under 17 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. So it looks like he's also. Oh no, he changed his options. Goes short. Don't even think that was 10 meters though, but very lucky there. Come on, Bo. Get through, get through. Good more.
Punches that handball out wide. Crisp for side bottom.
Yep, come on, Sidey. Bigger target. Yes, Carmichael. Yes.
Not only the mark, but then the instinctive give and got it going. So if you're up the ground, you don't don't want him back over the mark, going slow, giving Hawthorn the opportunity to push back. So this young fella had some moments last year too, didn't he? Coming from the country.
Yeah, look good.
All right, come on, here we go.
Sure, Aja.
Come on, Carmichael. What can you do, mate?
Pick 9 in the mid-season draft.
Ah.
Across the face it goes. Sicily. Picture of contemplation.
Oh, here we go. Contest. Yep. Cameron Marks. And he kicks it to Josh Dacos.
Great faith shown in Darcy Cameron and Mason Cox with their decision to move.
Just gonna try and set it up. Oh no, that's not good.
Yeah, I think it'll be a combination between him and Mason Cox. Who plays more forward, who plays more ruck? It's probably game by game, Gaz. Who's running the hot hand?
Oh, here we go. Come on, more.
Looks to me to be the more accomplished ruckman, like around the ground ruckman, but Mason has demonstrated that he can do it.
Oh, what's he doing? All right.
Didn't try and take the mark.
Oh.
On the ground for the Hawks. Trying to dig in and get the ball forward. Partial success in all of that. Green fired the handball out today. And Ward knew what was coming next. Scrap in.
Oh, he's kicked it. Jeez.
And again the joy is on the faces of the young Hawks.
Keep it going forward. Keep it moving forward. Not absolutely precise and not perfect, but every time they looked to be in a bit of trouble, they had a yellow and brown jumper running in support. So eyes up here, there's a jumper. A little bit untidy, but there's a jumper.
Keep coming, Gaz.
They have.
Yeah. You mentioned I think at least 3 out of the 4 quarters, Collingwood have got out to the lead early in the quarter, and the Hawks have been able to pick themselves back into the game. Good persistence there. Sam Mitchell would be really...
All right. So yeah, 4 points of difference. Just over 14 to go. Still anyone's ball game.
Good habits early in the year. Good stead going into round 1. Josh Ward, the recruit from last year, the draft pick, early draft pick. Hasn't had a huge day possession-wise, but he's part of that emerging group in the midfield.
Oh, a chance gone up.
Tyler Adams. The handball of Tom Mitchell.
Oh, come on.
Coverage in the air. Day back to the more familiar surrounds of defence.
Oh, come on. Oh, Lipinski's... Has he done a shoulder?
Walking straight off, I think. Pat Lipinski, Nicky Dell will be all over that.
Oh, come on.
He already has it strapped, so he's obviously coming with a prior injury. As the Pies go forward, and it is not moving that left shoulder, already being supported by the medical staff.
Damn.
Wins from Collingwood fans.
He's been terrific as well today on the back of, being an inspired pickup for the Pies last year, and we talked about getting through the game unscathed, going in the last quarter.
Yeah, well, Dell did say that, didn't he?
Yeah.
Should know better than that.
There you go. So Lipinski's got an injury.
Substantial miss.
Damn, Brief didn't even score there.
Can't take them all off, though, Gaz. Maybe leave some players out there.
It's just part of it, isn't it?
Damien Hardwick did one day, didn't he, in one of the pre-season games?
Yeah.
He took about 2 or 3 more off than he was allowed to.
That's just there was a tackle. This could have happened in the first minute. It looks to be not too bad, hopefully. Stinger.
Bruce waltzes through. To half forward, Moore can't get around him, certainly not a man of James Walker's size. Noble. Mitchell. Ball just slowing up a little across half back.
Come on, let's go. Let's go. Come on, Noble. Let's go. All right. Kicks it to the forward 50. Checkers.
Frost got a fist. Sicily, in fact, it was. Oh, the no-looker from Carmichael.
Oh, yes. Let's go, Hoskin Elliott.
Here's a good mark for Hoskin Elliott. Another fresh man on the ball.
Another look at that. He's just got a trick bag. He's just said to Craig McRae and the group, just get me out there a bit more.
Have a look.
Oh,
yeah, good.
Boys in Mildura loving that, Brownie.
Hoskin Elliott does what he needs to do.
There we go. So Hoskin Elliott with the goal.
He didn't play the first half, Hoskin Elliott, but not in the second half now for a run around. He's been an established player now at the Pies for quite a while. Look at Collingwood's first month coming up. Hutto, it's a pretty solid first month, and that's the price you pay for finishing top 4 last year.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yeah, the draw becomes more difficult. Geelong, Port Adelaide, and Richmond. Those first 3 are at the MCG, which does help. And then up to Brisbane for a huge challenge on Easter Thursday. So it's a solid month of football. So the Pies need to be purring early in the season. Yeah. Otherwise, you could be in a bit of strife there. And we expect Port Adelaide to improve this year.
Doesn't that tell you about the competition, though? You've got Port Adelaide, who didn't contend at all from a finals point of view, but we've got them rated as a team.
Here we go, Cox on the ruck.
Climb the ladder, so that's why this season looms as an absolute belter.
Here we go, good kick. Alright, Impey has it.
Impey with the mark. Strokes the kick forward. Mackenzie, Luckfuss with the bounce. Markov, Mitchell. McDonald quickly getting in there to Mackenzie. Thinks she's seen to open up for the young man. And again, a delightful kick into the 50. Green stabs it into the pocket to Luke Bruce.
Just put his name up there, hasn't he, Cam Mackenzie, as someone who's going to be fun to watch throughout the course of the year.
Well, he's playing round 1, isn't he?
Yeah. There's been a lot of talk about Will Ashcroft at Brisbane, but Mackenzie, his teammate, Sandringham Dragons.
There we go, Luke Bruce for the set shots. And yeah, it looks like he's kicked a bit to the left.
He missed one from 10 metres early in the game.
He doesn't worry so much in the practice games.
Alright, Noble out to Crisp. He has it off half back now. Yeah, to Quainer. To Markov. Markov's probably going to use his speed. Don't even know where the hell that was going. Here's his Fergus Green. He's kicked a couple actually tonight. Hit the post.
What happens when you're not playing for points?
Yeah, that's right. At the Brighton Homes Arena, the new Brisbane Lions training facility. It's an amazing facility. I saw it in the off-season. $80 million they spent, Gaz.
Wow. Pretty short shorts, folks is wearing there, Brown.
Yeah.
Queensland thing.
Just showing off the pins. Fancies his pins.
McGuinness tossed it as high as a light. Oh, Hoskin Elliott.
Good Hoskin Elliott. Here you go.
Another sore boy there. Kazitsky. Cox wins the wrestle against Reeves. Reeves won the footy. Bruce was that obstacle. And Warple grabbed it. Did he go to ground? Umpire says no.
It's the foreground. There's Finn McGuinness. Sticking next to Nick Dacos, been there since the opening second of the game.
16 touches for Nick. Bruce.
There we go, Mitchell. Quainer.
But it does fall Collingwood's way. Hill's got a couple to deal with. Bramble denied him. McDonald got clobbered, but didn't lose the footy. Still sitting in there somewhere. Things get a little willing.
Just on Nick Dacos, I suspect we'll see it in getting tagged more often this year, guys. Very rarely you see a first-year player get tagged, but certainly clubs would have done their homework on him.
You wouldn't actually have to do too much homework to see how good he was, really.
Well, exactly right. He's just such a damaging player. So you'd expect him to be tagged more often this year.
Nice work from Taylor Adams. Try to open things up for no.
Alright, here we go. We've got a good passage of play here. Come on. Come on, Michael. Hold your feet.
This is more like the pies.
Adams to Noble, Bramble.
Yep, good.
Speed to run him down. He got him high, but still worth the tackle and the effort. He doesn't think he got him high.
Dipped the shoulders. He was hoping for...
Stopped them in their tracks at least, because they were on the fly.
Interesting one to adjudicate that. Deep to full forward. And that's a free going away.
Oh, here we go. Is that a free kick to Checkers?
Which might not quite be the sealer, but
There was one earlier to Ned Reeves that we looked at and thought that there was a bit of a nudge, but he may have found the ground a bit easy. Let's have a look at this one.
Oh, Jesus. God, and you reckon he wasn't going to be upset by it? Jesus.
He's got a corky, so his legs might have just
Not stable.
a little bit easier than they would have.
I was about to say he wouldn't miss from there, but luckily I didn't say it.
Some horrible misses for both clubs.
There's the Lipinski, the result of the Lipinski injury, so we've got fingers crossed that he hasn't popped out. Maybe it's just an AC or something. As Della said, he was strapped. He's probably had some issues with that, but hopefully he's going to be okay for round one. Bobby Hill's interesting, isn't he? He's had moments where you've looked at it and gone, wow. And every time he gets it, you think this is exciting. He's had 6 touches. And it's tough, small forward, all that, but he's got to start to find a little bit more if he can.
Oh, geez, Dacos.
Goes to full forward. Get to watch the ruckman just duel it out in the pocket.
Don't look at the tackle column. No tackles for Bobby Hill, so that'll be an area that he'll have to contribute at Collingwood if he wants to get his spot in the team and keep his spot.
Well, that's the expectation, isn't it?
It
Really?
is, yeah.
Because Ginnivan is not so much a pressure forward either.
Just needed to see the end of that sling tackle. I think Geordie Gowie's going to be okay.
Crisp. Raynor.
Oh, come on.
Housewaite had a look around. Gets the all clear.
Come on, punch.
Lovely.
Yeah, it was.
It's another one. Another young kid that is kicking inside 50 for Hawthorn with some composure and some touch, which is just really nice to see. They're going to keep pushing. They're going to see and ask the question.
Alright, here we go. So, Warple's going to have a shot on goal. Scores are 14-12, 96 to 15-15, 105. 6.5 minutes left. We'll see if he kicks this. I think he's going off to the left. And yeah, he's missed.
So this is the one. The only issue will be if Big Ned Reeves' head hits the ground. Looks like couldn't quite tell, but I think it's going to be okay. Was it Reeves or no? It was
Might
Meek.
be Meek.
It's Meek,
It's always when there's a big
Oh, there you go.
tackling and you need that extra leverage to get him down.
It's a dangerous position.
Oh, it's still in play. Oh, there you go. It's out.
There was a bit of the malice. The intent of the tackle was great because that's how you want people to tackle, but it's just to follow through. So that was.
It didn't have malice to it.
No malice. It was a tackle that.
Come on, Cameron. Oh, here we go. To Goey.
Be careful on.
That's right. The duty of care.
Great work on time from the goal to get that started. Meek's still out there. That's the best news as far as the goal is concerned.
That was the right check.
And got cornered.
So that, no, it would have been a throw in, I think. Yeah.
These are good. These are really great.
Alright, here we go. So throwing about to happen.
Half minutes, taking control? Who's directing?
Alright.
Collingwood wouldn't have had to train them.
Hawthorn have the ball in the wing. Kick goes forward to the 50. Kaczynski has it. He goes forward inside 50 and Hoskin Elliott punches. Gets his own ball too. Then goes to Moore to Quainer. Then goes to Markov to Bow to DeGoey. Possibly no. Hawthorn then actually get it back. And now Hawthorn kick it back inside forward 50. And Wingard takes a mark, probably about. Marks at about at over 40, and we'll probably kick it from just over 45.
Coming up for their 28 shots. So that's a pretty good strike rate that shows their kicking skills have been strong.
And Chad Wingard's kicking at goal has been Chad Like's been his contact on the boot's been poor.
And he's gone out to the right. And has missed.
Still with the result he was after. 7 points now.
Alright, so Murphy's now got a halfback.
A little further down the line. Expecting the long kick.
Alright, goes to the wing.
Frampton from
Who's
inside.
there?
Adams just whacked
Ah, come on.
Fired it out. Back to Wingard. Here they come again. Awkward for McDonald. Knew he had to release it. Great tackling pressure from Murphy. Not to give away the free kick. Down to the last 4 minutes now.
Alright, here we go. So throw in. Bet that happen. Looks like Cameron's in the ruck. Oh, Mitchell gets it. Dishes it to Adams.
Adams constricted by Amon. Good tackling.
Oh, comes loose. Hawks kick it inside 50.
Kaczynski might get a free. Arms around.
And they're doing this, the Hawks, with right now anyway, Walker and Newcombe on the
Unlucky.
Sam Mitchell's obviously points, so find out about your young, you know those two can find it and they've had great days. Find out about your young blokes in the middle and they've all had really good 5 minutes.
And this is great for Kaczynski because it's so hard to replicate these pressure kicks during training scenarios. But he'll feel the pressure here. Kicks this, they're back in the game, and this is a winnable game.
1 goal free to his name.
He just needed to at least score. Yeah, just leaning back on that. So under pressure, the tendency is to lean back. Look at that, leaning back with bent knee. So, you know, that's a good training tool or a training example for him to look and go, oh, this is a bit of a pressure kick, even though it's the pre-season, what I need to do.
Alright, come on, Frampton. Roost it. Bang.
Going through.
Alright, here we go. Out to the wing. Yes, and Reef takes a great mark.
His teammate moving right through the middle of the mark.
Come on.
Goes up the wing.
Is that a mark? Oh, no. Come on. Alright, Hawks. Looks like Hawks are about to get it. No, Sidey comes in.
That's close vantage point.
Okay. Alright, so it's gone out of bounds. Probably a win for both sides, to be fair, but...
It's not that specific to get it. You're trying to get it in the hands of CJ, you're trying to get it in the hands of someone that can run.
Yeah, it looks like you got Cameron in the ruck.
Play what's in front of you.
Got Josh Dacos, Adams, DeGoey around,
Extra man behind the ball.
Mitchell.
Plays around the football, which he's one of their prime movers there. Got good kicking skills. Jath setting up behind. Impey's close by. So the right guys are there.
Oh, he copped it in that there.
Michael whacked it forward for Cleary. Bit of a standoff. Ward. Quick change of mind for Amon.
Go on.
Great tackle from DeGoey.
Yes, good work. Come on, DeGoey. Kick this from 50.
Big moments even in a practice.
Alright, so DeGoey's about to have a set shot. You'd think he'd be going for goal.
Huge. They go 30 disposals.
We'll be kicking it just over 50.
Great sign of fitness.
Yeah, this is... If he can kick this straight over the goal, gone by his hat, that's going to be a fair effort. 30 disposals today. Like, he's been pretty good.
They're good numbers.
Now he's going to set it up to the team thing.
Quite match.
And Hawks punch it through.
This is a home and away game. Sorry, guys.
The first one
Just got to
arrive at that conclusion.
practice those cliches before we get into the real stuff.
Oh.
13 times Jordan DeGoey's put it inside his own team's forward 50. It's huge.
They've been damaging touches as well. Had some really strong centre bounce clearances.
Mitchell and Adams waxing, trying to. Warple knew it was coming. Wins the little midi battle. Amon got his hands on the footy.
Good work. Good pressure.
So Collingwood defending beautiful too here. Just it's been around this part of the ground for the last minute and a half. They've just got to get to the other side here. Take the risk. Run the risk of going through the middle.
Wait, how is it Hawthorn's free kick?
Big switch.
Was it because of the bow bump?
But it will give them semblance of hope. Husway to Ward, down to 50 seconds now. Almost going to be the perfect play for them. Newcomb can't afford to wait. He's trying to let some numbers get a little deeper. Oh, Wingard wanted it. There's a plastic footy on the ground. Chris kicks that away. Could have picked it up and had a shot. You're a Hawthorn player.
Little fella, little hawkers over the back there.
Yeah, you beauty. Meek spinning, handballing. Warple. McGuinness. First time we've seen him in the picture and not Nick Dacos. Oh, that's high, so he can't afford to take any time at all here.
Go quick, the young man.
Alright, here we go.
Cam McKenzie.
No, we've definitely got it.
Just got told there.
Have the shot.
Oh.
That's the play. That's the 7-point play. They've got to mark
Man, 6 points in the end. There we go.
So the point will count.
Oh, man.
Prevail.
Another close win.
Another close win. Nothing's changed with the new season. I don't think they'd be thrilled overall with their performance, the Pies, but keep it in perspective, of course.
They wouldn't be Jordan DeGoey's performance.
Yes, there's a few things they'd like.
Yeah, excited about that. He was dominant.
Alright. Man, what a game. I mean, I know that there wasn't really probably a lot at stake given it was preseason, but it wasn't too bad of a game to watch, to be fair. And then Friday night, March 17th, Collingwood Geelong. What a game that's going to be.
They dug in and they're able to find a way, and I think their kids are showing enough there for if you're a Hawthorn fan to go, okay, I like that. I like the way they use the ball, particularly. They need some support up the front half. Kosicki showed a bit but couldn't finish off. Green, they found a player there that probably you reckon is going to play round one. So I think both sides will be pretty happy.
Can't wait for
Alright.
replay of that first final last.
Alright, if you have anything in the chat, feel free to put it in the next 10 minutes. But if not, we'll probably just end the stream. Then I reckon. But yeah, here we go. Here's Tom Mitchell having speaking.
Yeah, it was a tough contest. The Hawks boys came to play and they really responded after last week, so credit to them and all the best to them for this year.
We're sitting back trying to predict what's going to happen and how the year will play out. How much should we read into a game like that from the Pies?
Oh, I think, we're building. We were okay last week, and I think we made some improvements in our game today in some areas we wanted to, and there's still going to be a long way to go, obviously with the start of the year, but I think we'll be ready come round one, hopefully.
You've changed clubs before. You've played a couple of games now with the Pies. How long does it take you to get used to a new midfield group in particular?
Yeah, it can take a while. I think, new midfield group and completely new system in the way we play as well. So, I'm adapting and learning how to play with these guys and vice versa with me. So, it'll be a good challenge. We're looking forward to it.
The one you worked in really well with tonight was Jordan DeGoey. That relationship, what we saw, is what we should expect through the course of the year?
Yeah, me and Jordy are pretty close, and we've been working together with our training quite a bit. And, if I can get the ball in his hands, and hopefully I'm doing my bit, and he'll do the damage.
What do you think it was like playing against the old boys, though?
Yeah, it's always been a fun. It was a bit of cheeky banter out there, which was always expected. So, I still got some of my best mates here and only fond memories from my time at the Hawks.
Appreciate your time. All the very best for the year.
Thanks, Dale. Cheers, mate.
Exciting times for Tom Mitchell. You can see the relationship he's already built up with Jordan De Goey, and he confirmed that there. So that's a real positive and something to look forward to. Up next, it's
There you
Brisbane
go.
and
All right.
from here before we head north for the Lions.
So if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. And yeah, but I think we'll go for another 5 minutes and yeah, go from there. So, but yeah, no, like if you want to put in the comments who you thought did well, obviously Geordie with the 30 disposals. Just going through the AFL app at the moment. Yeah, so De Goey with 31 disposals. Mitchell with 28. Dacos with 26. Crisp with 24. Adams with 22. Lipinski with 22, but had that injury. Both Lipinski and Adams kicked 2 goals as well, so that's also another thing. Not Crisp. Josh Dacos kicked a goal in that as well. Yeah, and I think even disposal efficiencies seem pretty decent too. I mean, I know De Goey is like 77, which is about average. Mitchell is 78, again about average. Yeah, you want it above 80, so Dacos 26 disposals and 84% at 84%. You know, that's obviously a good percentage. Adams 68, you know, that's, I mean, for Adams that's pretty good because we're not expecting Adams to be, you know, the best kick going around or best disposal, at least, yeah, I mean, at least by foot, like, because he's supposed to be the one that sort of complement the other midfielders. Yeah, Moore at 94% at 19 disposals, so there's definitely a lot of, yeah, I mean, Noble 18 off 83. Quainer had a bit of a off game. He's normally in the 90s. He was 18 disposals and 61%. So again, he's probably just had the one bad game. The one off game. Sorry, but yeah, he'll obviously come back and be better for it. But yeah, I guess that's I reckon that's pretty much me done for tonight. So yeah, I guess we'll finish off where it is, and I'll just mute this because I can, and yeah, so I guess we've now reached to the end of the stream. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning into the stream. Make sure to check out future content. I know I will be having something up tomorrow, so make sure to watch out for that, and I'll try and get that organized. And yeah, just expect a whole bunch of content from me, especially more opinionated stuff, because I know I've been doing a lot of training videos, which you guys have got around a lot, and I could not be more thankful if I tried. So the fact that you guys have gotten around that, it just means the absolute world to me. So, yeah, just extremely appreciative that I've been able to get the support from you guys, and I mean, you guys have just supported me so much. So, yeah, just can't wait to experience more of it, and yeah, this channel's really just getting started, so yeah, so can't wait to get stuck into all that. So with all that being said, yeah, we've now reached to the end of the stream, so if you like the stream, please give the stream a like. If you want, subscribe to my channel for future content, but yeah, for now that is it, and yeah, I'll see you guys on another day. Alright, see you guys.